degrees, and it's about as high as it's going to get, okay? And it'll probably stay like this for at least 2 hours. Wind out of the north about 5. Pretty steady. Going back up in here, there's some fox squirrels up in here, and gray squirrels. Trying to set up where I might get a few longer shots, but I'm going to have to watch this wind to shoot these squirrels. It's that strong. Alright, we in position here. It's wind right to left wind in here, and I'd say sometimes it's as high as 10 miles an hour. And I'm zero in up here, zoom this camera in. You might see that stump yonder. It's 103 yards from where I'm set right there. That one right there. So, there's some longer shooting up here. That's one of them tree lines that them old fox squirrels likes, okay? But I ain't seen no squirrel yet. I ain't been here long. It's cool out here. This is not a good time to be a hunt. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You ain't gonna put nothing in the hopper if you don't hunt. Sitting at a computer keyboard don't kill squirrels. Or giraffes. Okay, we've changed positions here slightly. We've come on around this tree line here, okay? Right in that corner. It's 133 yards up in there real easy, okay? There's 140 I can see in there real easy. Okay, I'll give you a tip here. You always want to shoot these squirrels long range and you've never done it. And you've got the right gun to do it. Okay, I'm using this. Get this camera back out here. I'm using this bipod primer stick here, okay? You see this tree right here behind me? Got this tree in behind me, and what it'll do is it'll help me steady up my shots, okay? And it would even help you if you were using a tripod stick too, okay? So if you can get in a position like this is a real good position right here where I'm at now. I can work this old rifle over. Now this wind's a little higher than I'd like it here. But you know, I'm gonna play around here. I might get me a good long ranger. They're in here. You see all them old big nests up in there? Those fox squirrel nests. Got one over here in this fence row. I hunted up here a little bit last year. I actually killed a squirrel from the other side of this fence. Up there on a rock pile at 111 yards on a laser with a 22 long rifle. Now that ain't my cup of tea generally, but you know, I did it. Okay, I got me a fox squirrel up here. See if I can get this camera on. The lasers are flashing 149 yards. Let's see if I can get him in the camera. I'll hop in yonder. It's hard for me to see. I've got glare in this camera. He's come in out of that corner there. He went up in them trees yonder. He might not quite got to the tree. He's right in there somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can't work on him. See if I can get this camera back on him. He went up at, there's two of them out there. One of them went up a tree back there behind him, right in front. Let's see, that hickory right there. He's on the ground in front of that tree right there. You might see him in that camera there. But I seen another one go up a tree up above him. Okay, they're back there in them trees. I'm going to zoom on this camera. And now I'm getting 164 on the laser. Okay. They're right in there around that tree right there. I believe that's the right tree. Hard to hold this camera still. Alright, boys, 156. And I checked the wind and it's sort of like switching directions, sort of swirling. I aim right at him, okay? 156. I dialed up 4 MOA, boys, and he come off that limb. I ain't seen him run off. Now, there's more than one up there. We're going to have to watch here. They'll settle back down maybe and come back out and eat. Now, that's the longest fox squirrel that I've shot with an HM2, period. It's the longest shot I've made with this Nexus scope, and it's the longest shot I've took with it, though. That's 19x on that camera. 156 on the laser. Alright, I got me another one here. I ain't shot it yet. Let's see if I can get him in the camera here. There's a white face, that tree right there, still the camera. He's right there in front of me. See that right there? There he is. You might see him in there. See him right there? 102 yards on the laser. And he fell right in front of that tree there that I showed you where he was at, but I shot him on the left side, and when I shot, he's crossed. Now he's struggling up there. Let's see. He's at the foot of that tree right there. You may see him struggling in that camera right there. Okay, now I was dialed up 3/4 of a MOA on him. 103 on the laser. And just to show you how far that is, I'm zeroing this camera fire at the base of that tree. That's 24x on that camera right there. You might see a few more here. I see one way on up in the woods up there. I don't know if it's a gray squirrel or a fox squirrel. He's way up in there. Right in there. See if I can't work on it. Now that 156-yard shot, boys, when that bullet hit that squirrel, it popped. And I believe this squirrel over here, I believe I hung him in the head, okay? I believe I could see blood on his head when he was in the tree holding on. We're going to see what this is right up in here. I know it's a squirrel, I just don't know which kind. Okay, I believe it's a fox squirrel. I do have a little binoculars with me today, okay? I usually don't take them, but I took them with me today because I was coming to this place just specific. The lasers are flashing, you'll see a leaning tree. Center the camera right there. See that tree up there that's leaning? He's to the left of that, and the lasers are flashing 149. I ain't seen that squirrel again. Now, when they get them shadows up there, boys, it's hard to see them fox squirrels. They ain't moving, especially. He's up there. There's more than probably him up there. But there's a shelf up there, see, and if he gets back on that flat shelf, I can't see him from where I'm at. You might see that in that camera up there. It sort of goes up there, and it's got a flat spot there before it goes up that bluff, and then it goes into a field. That's great, gray squirrel. I've seen him back in that big old oak tree yonder, okay? That lasers are flashing 166 on that. And he stopped up there about 20 feet off the ground on a limb and sat down for a little bit, but I seen him on a stump up there above it. Okay, I think I found this gray squirrel. I'm going to show him to you here now. I can get this camera right. I got this glare coming behind me. There's a forked tree up there, a white forked tree. Right there, I believe. He's in that tree right there, I believe. You see him sitting there? Zero this camera up there, you may see that gray squirrel is struggling, boys. 142. He's jumping up and down, coming down the hill there. You might see him in this camera. 142. I looked at him at 15x and I backed that scope off to 12. Boy, it gets sort of narrow on me. Got a little bit dark maybe. And that shad up there, but now, boy, that squirrel right there, I rolled him. There was some wind, but it seemed like I can't judge that it's switching around on me like it's swirling. Now, I believe I got that dude right there. Dialed up 3 in the way on that last shot, 142 yards. Now I'm shooting uphill a little bit. Now it seemed to work pretty good. Alright, the wind's coming right to left pretty hard. You know, the funny thing is, every shot I took, the wind is sort of late a little bit. But I see this fox squirrel back up here again. Now he's right at 41 yards on this laser, okay? You could see him in that camera if he'll jump around a little bit. That old tail shines in that sun. Okay, it's 2:47. I'm gonna move back to my left. I'm gonna go away from where I've shot these squirrels and see if I can get a line on that fox squirrel up there. He's probably still up there, but I can't see him. I believe that could be a fox squirrel I seen yesterday going to pick up a gray squirrel that I shot, but I'm not for certain because that old snag's up there with that big old nest I showed in the camera up in there. Well, I don't know, but now the sun angle here is not helping me. I need to move to my left. See, the sun angle's, now it's giving me glare and I can't see good. That's the 103 yarder I shot, fox squirrel. There's the 141 yard gray squirrel. Got that old noggin busted. See there. There's a 156 yard fox squirrel executed in the head, boys. See that right there? Alright, this camera's on 5.3x. Right there's that forked oak tree I showed y'all that was 166 on the laser, and I'm standing about, I don't know, 11 yards from that tree. Of course, this squirrel fell down a little bit down the hill after he got busted. This HM2, you get the right barrel. Now I'm shooting CCI ammunition out of this thing now, okay? And it's probably 40 degrees out here now, 39, temperature's dropped down. It's about 42, 41 when I shot these squirrels. And this ammunition was in my exterior coat pocket and in the gun, so it wasn't room temperature when I fired it. Of course, I had to dial up this gun to shoot these squirrels. You see that fence line down there, got 2 cedars in it. Now that's where I was sitting down in there, shooting back up behind me here at these squirrels. Squirrel roundup. Getting cold out here now, that old sun going down. 2 fox squirrels, a male and a female. 2 of these, and a gray squirrel, male, young. You see that headshot on that fox squirrel and on that gray squirrel. Now this one over here didn't get headshot, but now he's trying to get around the heel on me. He was sort of laying down on that limb when I touched that trigger. Now it wasn't windless out here, but I had trouble figuring the wind on every one of these squirrels. I had a cigarette burn. It started swirling, so I just started holding right on them. I figured, well, shit, I can't tell which way the wind's blowing. That old HM2, boys, this Nexus scope, I really love it in the wintertime. This is the real deal on this HM2 I got. I know that much. I felt very comfortable shooting all these squirrels at the distances I shot them at. I hope you enjoyed the video.